Stoics trained themselves to be alone. They understood something most people fear to admit. If your mind is weak in solitude, you are weak everywhere. Now let's talk about the life of Marcus Aurelius, the emperor who mastered solitude. Imagine this. You wake up in a palace. The weight of an empire rests on your shoulders. Decisions you make today determine the fate of nations. One wrong move, and your enemies will seize the moment. A trusted advisor might be a traitor. A close friend could be waiting to stab you in the back. The air is thick with whispers. Some want you dead. Some want your throne. Most men in this position would crumble under the pressure. They would drown themselves in distraction, in pleasure, in escape. But Marcus Aurelius, he did the opposite. While others sought distraction, he sought clarity. While others chased approval, he chased truth. While others feared being alone, he mastered it. The daily solitude ritual of Marcus Aurelius. Before Rome awoke, he sat alone. No distractions, no noise, just his thoughts. He picked up a pen, though, and he wrote. He wrote about fear, so it would not control him. He wrote about death, so he would not fear it. He wrote about anger, so it would not cloud his judgment. He dissected his own mind with the precision of a surgeon, because if he could not master his own thoughts in solitude, then he would be a slave to his emotions in battle. This is why no war, no betrayal, no enemy could shake him. They could take his empire, but they could never take his mind. The Stoic formula for using solitude to grow stronger. Journal like a philosopher. Spend 10 minutes each morning writing down your thoughts. When you understand your mind, fear loses its grip. 2. Practice voluntary discomfort. Get comfortable being alone. Take long walks. Train in silence. Reflect. Learn to sit with your own thoughts. Most people never do this. 3. The Stoic pause. Before making any decision, spend time alone. The greatest minds never rush their choices. They sit with their thoughts, analyze their emotions, and only then act. Most people seek the comfort of crowds, the distraction of noise. But Marcus Aurelius chose solitude, and in that solitude he found power. The question is, will you? The samurai believed that strength comes from within. Their code was simple. A warrior who needs an army to stand is not a warrior. The samurai lived by a philosophy called Bushido, the way of the warrior. And at the core of Bushido was self-mastery. A warrior who cannot train alone will fall alone. A warrior who cannot think alone will die alone. The samurai code solitude. Picture this. A lone warrior stands in an empty dojo. A single candle flickers in the darkness. His sword is drawn. His breath is steady. For hours he trains, not for applause, not for recognition. He trains for the moment when he will stand alone in front of death. Why? Because when the moment of battle comes, when he faces an enemy in the field, there will be no teachers to guide him. There will be no crowds to support him. There will be no second chances. The only thing that matters is how well he has trained in solitude. A weak man drowns in silence. A warrior finds strength in it. What can we learn from the samurai? Most people today cannot be alone. They panic in silence. They drown themselves in distractions. They feel lost without the validation of others. But a warrior stands untouched by the world. He has sharpened his mind in silence. He has trained his body in solitude. Because when life tests you, no one will save you. You must stand alone. You must be your own warrior. The samurai knew this. The Stoics knew this. And those who truly seek strength must learn to embrace solitude.